Our country is under attack by the fake news media, crime, and an invasion at our southern border like nobody has ever seen before. We must take back the White House in 2024 and make America great again. It's going to happen. We have no choice. Thank you. With what is happening to our economy, and with the proposals being made on the largest and dumbest tax increase in the history of the USA, times 5, I figure times 5, maybe more than that, Joe Biden will go down as the Herbert Hoover of the modern age. You know who Herbert Hoover is, right? We may have a Great Depression far bigger and more powerful than even that of 1929. As proof, the banks are already starting to collapse. We cannot allow a depression to happen. There is no reason for this. We cannot allow it to happen. Thank you. Ron DeSantis voted 3 times to cut and destroy Social Security and increase the age requirement to at least 70 years old. Likewise, he voted to radically cut Medicare. And remember, he is a disciple of Paul Ryan. What can you expect? And to go a little bit further, he reminds me very much of a guy named Mitt Romney. What else has to be said? That's where he comes from, and that's where he'll go. Vote Trump. We're going to make America great again. The Republicans in Congress ought to demand the $6 trillion that Mitch McConnell gave to the Democrats and demand that it get back. Put it back in our treasury. It's all Green New Deal and things that nobody wants. Causes massive inflation. But demand it back before they even think about the debt ceiling vote. A great way to cut spending, much of it wasted on so many things that we don't want. Polls show me doing substantially better against hopeless Joe Biden than Ron DeSantis would do. In fact, he doesn't even come close to winning.
On him, will you have any role in extradition to New York?
So I've seen rumors swirl. I have not seen any facts yet, and so I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know this: the Manhattan District Attorney is a Soros-funded prosecutor. And so he, like other Soros-funded prosecutors, they weaponize their office to impose a political agenda on society at the expense of the rule of law and public safety. He has downgraded over 50% of the felonies to misdemeanors. He says he doesn't want to even have jail time for the vast, vast majority of crimes. And what we've seen in Manhattan is we've seen the crime rate go up, and we've seen citizens become less safe. And so you're talking about this situation with, and look, I don't know what goes into paying hush money to a porn star to secure silence over some type of alleged affair. I can't speak to that. But what I can speak to is that if you have a prosecutor who is ignoring crimes happening every single day in his jurisdiction, and he chooses to go back many, many years ago to try to use something about porn star hush money payments, that's an example of pursuing a political agenda and weaponizing the office. And I think that that's fundamentally wrong. I also think it's important to point out when you're talking about these Soros-funded prosecutors, yes, they may do a high-profile politicized prosecution, and that's bad, but the real victims are ordinary New Yorkers, ordinary Americans in all these different jurisdictions, that they get victimized every day because of the reckless political agenda that these Soros DAs bring to their job. They ignore crime and they empower criminals, and that hurts people. It hurts a lot of people every single day. These Soros district attorneys are a menace to society, and I'm just glad that I'm the only governor in the country that's actually removed one from office during my tenure. And in terms of, we are not involved in this, won't be involved in this. I have no interest in getting involved in some type of manufactured circus by some Soros DA. okay? He's trying to do a political spectacle. He's trying to virtue signal for his base. I've got real issues I got to deal with here in the state of Florida. We're obviously shutting down CBDC, which is important. We've got so many things pending in front of the legislature. I've got to spend my time on issues that actually matter to people. I can't spend my time worrying about things of that nature. So we're not going to be involved in it anyway. I'm fighting for Floridians, and I'm fighting back against Biden. That's what I do every single day.